in Schultz, Trengove, Carlisle. Are they ready to go?
They'll all be available, yeah. We've just got to make a decision on which ones we do pick and which ones we perhaps think about not picking. So it's just more management about what the team's going to look like and how we want it to look.
Could they all play?
Oh yeah, they certainly all play. But I suppose you got to, as I said, you've got to manage what we expect from them, and then not put a demand on them that's too hard or on the team that's too hard with too many there.
Will you likely wait till right up until before the first bounce to decide whether all three play?
No, we'll make the decision this afternoon. We'll get through training today, and then we'll pretty much make the decision on who we're going to pick. And I like to stick pretty strong with once we've had selection. That's what we'll play with.
What's plan B if they can't get up?
Oh no, they'll get up. I've got no problems with them getting up. I've got more of a problem as to how many we should and shouldn't take into the game in round one.
What's your position on that? Like people saying that it would be a risk to play Trengove and Carlisle in the same team.
I think that's a pretty fair question. I think Bobby and Jacko are the two that we have to make a real decision on, because Schultz and Robbie are no-brainers. They missed 1 week. They're going to play. There's no problems there. I don't have any problems with saying that. So, unless something happens to one of them at training day, I hope that's not the case. But they'll play, and then we've got a decision on, the two tall backs. Do we want one? Do we want two? Or do we want none? That's the decision we've got to come up with.
Exciting. I was going to say exciting to be out here for the first time running around.
Yeah, it is. A bit of noise still going on though, but which is good. They're still getting things done, which it looks great for us to be here and get an opportunity to run around on the ground and just have the goalposts up. Just makes it look like a footy ground now.
And obviously, closed session today, just making sure none of the workers have got Carlton spies in here or anything like that.
Yeah, it's nearly impossible, isn't it? But look, for us, round one Sunday, so it's much closer, and you've got to understand that we like to open up our sessions as much as we possibly can. Unfortunately, it's our first time here at Adelaide, but we're leading into round one. We'll open up the training sessions a lot for our fans and our supporters. They won't miss out, albeit today, and it is a work day. Not many of them probably could get here anyhow.
What have you made of the Blues pre-season?
Oh look, they've been pretty solid. We've watched them 2 or 3 times now. In fact, we've watched them in 3 games, and we've got a good idea of where they're at. But round one's so much different than the last round of the NAB Cup. It's such a different game, and even to go in and try and predict their side, them trying to predict our side, you just don't know. So you go into round one a little bit blind, but that's the way it is, and we understand that, and we'll be okay as long as we're ready. I think that's the key thing for us.
Are you ready? Is everything falling into place that you'll be ready to hit the ground running in that first bounce?
Yeah, look, I think as far as the pre-season goes, we've had a really strong one, and we're ready to go. We're ready to play, and we need to get stuck straight into it now. And if Sunday's the perfect time for us, I reckon.
And sense the hunger from the boys?
Oh, it's round one. They always get excited. Every club would be the same. The feeling around the club in round one is always pretty exciting.
Round one last year, you said the club was on its knees. It's a different story this time around. Does your message change at all?
No, not at all. As I said, the expectation and all those things change slightly, but for us, what we expect of each other doesn't change at all, and we'll be no different going into round one. We'll be going in there with a pretty strong desire to perform well and compete really hard, and then hopefully at the end of the day, the result will be where we want it.
And Tom Cleary's pre-season form, or given his pre-season form, any qualms in perhaps giving him a debut if he comes?
No, I think anyone that's Tommy's had a really strong pre-season. There's been a number of blokes that have, we've probably a chance to have 3 or 4 different blokes that are in our team, but we'll just have to wait and see and go through it. But no, absolutely no risk at all with a bloke like him having his opportunity if he gets it.
I think it's a better team than your finals team from last year?
Oh, no, who knows? I mean, really, performance will count the most, and I think we performed pretty well at the end of last year, but it's a long time ago now. Things do change a lot in 6 months, and albeit it's been pre-season, players improve, players can slip up a little, players can have injuries. There's so much things that can be different. So we're as well prepared as we were, no doubt about that. We're probably a little bit better prepared if I'm being totally honest, as far as we understand a lot more about what we're trying to do, and we're trying to improve areas of our game over the summer where we haven't had to play week in, week out.
What about personnel though? Do you feel like some of the new faces there will potentially make you a better side?
Oh, look, that's why you go for them. You hope that that's what's going to happen, and we're going to be stronger, and we recruit and we draft and we do all those things and we develop. Those things hopefully make us a better side. They should make us a better side for the start of the season, because we've improved every player in the last 6 months, we hope.